there, Eagles Wear Boxing. This is Monday. Get in here before I get out of here. Should have had it worked out before I got in here, but hey, what can I say? And make sure that Eagle is off. Alrighty, Monday. Welcome. Gracious day, great day to see the earth the way it is. uh, yeah, a lot of little things going on in boxing. I got some other stuff to. I just want to mention too, though, that it's kind of wild. Just like I like to talk about my observations a lot of times on this new world order of things. I'm not calling it a new world order like the not a lot of the so-called smart people would. I'm just saying the new world order of things. Just the whole order of you know what we're doing as people. It goes for everybody. Yeah. Yeah. Hmm. Wow. Just watching these. I like to watch clips and stuff when people do. I like to watch stupid clips when people do stupid shit. Just like, why are you doing stupid shit? That's why you get attacked by dogs and shit. You jump over fences, try to rob people. Never knew that they had a dog. That's what you just that's supposed to happen to you. You know what I mean? You're supposed to get attacked. So I just still think it's still funny though. I know people think it's sad. Uh, but we talk about animals in here sometimes. Talk about dogs and all that. Yeah. But I've been watching like stories with animals and dogs and everything. Just been watching stories, and it's just I don't know. It's crazy. It's crazy how people expect positive things to happen when they do negative things. It's like that's not how the work. It doesn't work that way. Sorry, son or daughter, whoever you want to be. Yeah, we're gonna talk about a few things when it comes to Haney, as I told you guys. See, nobody wants to show up. You guys don't want to come into the chat because I told you that the fight wasn't gonna be like you thought it was gonna be. I said there's possibilities. I said that Regis has every right to claim that he can win and because he got two hands and 2 feet just like Haney did. So, but it's just you have to you know have a game plan and you got to work the game plan that's going to be a winning game plan for you. You know what I mean? If you're not ready for it, your team or you, it's because it's going to be you. It comes down to you. Um, you can follow your team's advice and solely this their advice only. You could do that, or you could think as a fighter like this is me. I'm in here. Are you sure? Do we got to cover anything else? Am I looking good, coach? I think he might have this. It's he may be a little bit better doing this. I need to work on this. And I'm listening to people that I like because I like Zab Judah, and I was listening to an interview that he was doing, and he was saying that Haney fight these guys. He's just gonna be whatever his record's just gonna go up. No matter which one of these guys he fights, Shakur or whoever he fights, these guys, he says his record's going up. So these guys just ain't beating them. Y'all to mess around and see. I'll probably cover this when you guys get in here. Is what happened is they mess around and they let Haney discover 140 instead of fighting him at 135 where he was at his weakest. Now he's probably going to be at his strongest, and he's not even as strong as he's going to be at 140. Once he gets used to making that weight, he's going to be even stronger. You see how big he comes in at like 160 or something like that. He came in huge. He came in big and wasn't an ounce of fat on him. He's 25 years old, and I'm gonna be honest with you, he don't have his complete man strength yet. And while you acting like he don't punch and all that, that's fine. Keep thinking what you're thinking. Now, his chin may be suspect, and I'm not saying it is suspect, but he might have like a little bit of chin problems. But he may not. It's not like he didn't take any hard shots. He got hit. Mm-hmm. So, just got to be smart. That's all I can say about it. Just got to be smart. You got to be smart when you fight Haney. You got to be smart when you fight Shakur. You got to be smart when you fight Terrence Crawford. You got to be smart when you fight Gervonta Davis. There's guys that you have to be smart against. There's guys that you can just fight, because no matter what they do, you can make adjustments because of the skill set. There's certain guys. That's why they call it. That's why they say levels, because there's certain levels. There's always certain levels. And once you realize that as a fighter, or no matter what you do, it's levels on everything. It's levels in any sports that you any sports that you play, or things that you do. There's going to be levels. There's always like professional levels, but then there's levels within levels. See, people got to understand that. All these things are like the onion. There's different levels. Even the skin of the onion, you got different levels of skin that protects the onion. And you got the fleshy, meaty part that you can eat. But then again, the protecting part has a lot of nutrients also. So that's what I can say about that. And we're going to get to all the other discussions when it comes to Haney. Not all of them, but we're going to talk about other things that people are saying. Yep. Because people are saying too much, so we're going to catch what people are saying about Haney. I mean, I got a list of things this up here in my mind because we got all the excuses. I know people don't want to come in today and Eagles wear boxing. Just come in when you bring your ass in here. A lot of D. When you bring your ass in here, just go ahead and ask for the crow plate so I can put the crow up there. Salute to Lotta D. Hey, baby. Mwah, mwah. Lotta D. See her son there. She gave me my heart. Sorry, no like button today. It's super hectic at work. Okay, super hectic. Yeah. But I know a lot of people don't. I told you guys and you were in here when I said that stop talking shit about Haney. Regardless if you like him or not. I said he's making all the good moves. And Shakur, I know that's your baby. I know Shakur is your baby, but I think by him not taking that fight with Haney at 135, I think he screwed up. I think he'll never get a fight with Haney now. He'll never get a fight with Haney now. Yep. And everybody's talking about resume and all that. And like I said, I was listening to Zab Judah, made a lot of sense. He said these guys don't beat Haney. He said they don't beat him. And it might be too late for that 135. It might be too late. It's too late. No matter what people say, it might be too late. And Tank has been up to 140 before. And now, but he doesn't want to fight Haney at 140. Why? That's not making any sense. If you fight one person at 140, get your ass back up there to 140 and fight. Shakur talking crap. He's not going to want to fight Haney at 140. None of these guys is going to want to fight Haney at 140. And they're going to be demanding all kinds of money, like as if they're draws. And what happened is and I was listening to some of the interviews, which made a lot of sense. Even Eddie the Snake Hearns, I didn't even allow him to be spoken of in here at one point. Even he's making a lot of sense. He's just saying that how these guys how they're just not, they're not a draw. These guys are just not a draw. They're not bringing in the numbers, regardless of what you guys feel about them. How well you feel that they are, like, oh, they're just great boxers. They're not putting butts in the seat. They're not. Even though people think Haney's boring, and some people still think Reed just won the fight somehow. I don't know. That's just straight hate right there. That's just straight hate. Yeah. I'm making a lentil soup this week, or maybe lima bean. I think I'll use turkey next. I might get cute and add kale. There you go. Now, I'm not talking to you then. If you picked Haney, I'm not talking about you. I know you had Haney. Me and you had Haney. Me and you had Shakur. Me and you had we had Boo Boo. I know. I've been rolling with you lately. See? I've been respecting your scholarship in boxing. I've been following you. But a lot of people didn't see it the way that I said. I said it's probably not going to be the way that people think it is. I said he over here he's over there in the Bay Area and all that. It's not going to be it wasn't going to be the same kind of atmosphere, and it wasn't going to be the same kind of fight. I said it wasn't, but I said it could. I always gave Regis his credit. I never took his credit away. I said he could get a knockout. I said Reed could get I said you can get. He said he can get a knockout, but it depends on what he's actually bringing to the table. All I was hearing from him is I need to rehydrate. That's all I was hearing from him. I'm like, damn, you've been at 140, and all you worried about is rehydrating. And Haney just looked mean. He just looked focused and everything else. I said, oh man, this is gonna be terrible for somebody. I knew it sounded like it was gonna be terrible for somebody. Yeah, but I got some soup started right now, to be honest. I don't usually eat potatoes, but I had got these red potatoes and stuff, right? So I always get the smallest potatoes. I don't get the big ones, so that way you don't get tempted to make fries or something stupid. You get the smallest ones you can. So I got the real small red ones right now. They're in the oven right now roasting. I said, yeah, I'm gonna do roasted potatoes. And I usually don't, like I said, I got a little bit. So roasted potatoes and squash. So I'm roasting some squash and potatoes. So that's gonna be my soup. I'm gonna put fresh onion in there though, but I got roasted. I think I might have to go get some basil or something like that. I don't need it, but I just feel like I want some basil in there. So this is gonna be a coconut cream soup. It's gonna be like, you know, oh, it's gonna be so good. See, my my secret ingredient for most stuff that so people that don't eat a lot of like vegetable based stuff. So the best seasoning for you to use, and I gave it out before. I showed the packets. Is use mushroom salt. Mushroom salt. Use that. And all you're gonna need after that, you're not gonna need a whole lot of other seasonings and stuff. You could smoke it up or whatever you want to do. And this, you don't have to. It doesn't have to be a vegan or a vegetarian either. But you use that mushroom salt, and then all you need is your peppers and stuff, like your red pepper or whatever, black pepper. You don't need very much seasoning because it draws, for some reason, that mushroom is like the mushroom extract that's in there has so much flavor to it. When you got that, because it's salt too, it got so much flavor, man. It's just, believe me. And good thing I'm not close to you because you'll be wanting to slap me. Like, how come you didn't tell us about this earlier? You know, you be looking all angry across the table at somebody that, you know, when somebody has like a great dish and they've been eating it for years and they never told you about it. Oh, hey, and they act like, oh, I ain't know you like that. I will put your ass in the headlock if I get some great food and you've been eating it for years and we family are close and you ain't never told me about it. Like the conversation never came up. And food always comes up. So you can miss me. If you and my family or you friends or something, you can miss me if you act like food conversations don't come up. But that sounds good though. Some lentil soup. Yep. Crow plate I pick Haney. Yep. Go back and listen to my prediction video. Yeah, I know. Instead of trying to serve crow, you need to pay attention. Oh, look at her jumping all over me. Yeah. A lot of these say, oh, okay. I forget the exact name, but I was holding. Do I have it here? Because I left it here. So if you can't find the one, so let me know. So email me or something like that, or you can call me, whatever you want, and let me know which one you're looking at, like the mushroom salt. This, and I'll tell you which one to get, and you're gonna agree with me. It's like it's an alternative to using the MSG. It don't have none of the chemicals in it. And once you use it, it's like you can't stop using it. Once you use it in like your stews or whatever, your soups and all that, your sauces, you ain't gonna be able to stop using it. I keep an extra bag. So what I do is I put mines in. I have a little jar. I have jars and stuff. And so I have the small jars. I put it in a small, like not real small. It holds like about 16 ounces of, or well, it's probably not 16 ounces. It can hold 16 ounces if it's heavy or liquid, but with this stuff it's light, so it doesn't hold 16, but the volume is pretty good. The volume is like a good, 2 cups, something like that. But I'm telling you, don't think I can't throw down. Yeah. I'm thinking about doing that next Indigenous Day. I'm thinking about doing that instead of trying to sell my stuff, because we had some people out there selling them nasty ass hot dogs, and I ain't trying to knock your hustle, but when you got people out there just selling their wares and stuff, like their real traditional stuff, and you bring your ass over there selling some stinking bacon wrapped hot dogs and standing in front of people with all that nasty smoke hitting them in the face, it's just not good. I think a lot of people that was out there this year, they was like all of the artists, we were all affected by that. Yeah, we were affected by that. Whether these people thought we were or not, we was affected by all that stuff. But I got plans for them next time. Now, even if I had to go out there and make native food myself, if I got to go out there and make Indian food, make the Indian bread and all that, then I'll do it. Because I know they will skip right past them. They will come straight to us. And just look at it like, okay, this is what you guys want to do. You guys want to try to challenge us. And it's like, you can't challenge us. We're trying to, our fair play was, artists versus artists, And a lot of these people don't even make their own stuff. But anyway, let's talk about, did you see this little, they call it leak footage. It's no such thing as leak footage anyway. They showed Carissa Shields getting blasted by some Russian guy. She just looked like she was taking a breather to me. I don't know. But they said she was knocked out. But it looked like she was definitely hurt. She was like definitely stunned. Like, oh shit. Yeah. But now I heard she's actually talking about it too. He did clip her with a left hook. He did clip her. Yeah. He clipped her with the left hook. I don't know if you guys saw that or not. But anyway, Lala, I guess there's 8 states over there. You guys are supposed to have a big snowstorm coming up. So I hope you're not involved with that. Hope you guys are okay with that too. But anyway, yeah, she got clipped. I don't know what you know about that. But let's talk Davis. Devontae Davis. I heard Calvin Ford on an interview that's saying that Tank is not moving up to 140 or whatever. But and sometimes when he's talking, he's always acting like, he allows Tank to do what Tank want to do. If Tank want to hit 140, let him hit 140. He's saying that these guys have to come to Tank, but I don't think Tank is a draw. And like I said, he's like a little nephew or something like that. And I like Tank a lot. I like his personality. He's crazy, but now there's times that you have to take stuff seriously, and there's times that you could maybe mess around. But right now, there's times that he has to take stuff seriously. Do I want to move up, or do I want to do some kind of catch weight or something like that? Maybe Haney will do 138 or something, but he's not going to go. Haney's not going back down to 130. He's not going to 35. And I don't think he's going to sign all this paper with rehydration clauses and all. He's not going to sign all that shit. So you guys just forget that. Get that taste out of your mouth. If that's what you're thinking, just get that shit out your mouth, because that's not going to happen. Haney's making all the moves that you guys should have made. Speaking of Tank, so Tank, you're going to have to fight at 140. And Shakur Stevenson, I think you might have asked yourself out the picture. Like I said, you should have took Haney at 135. You should have got the fight. Now you come back and have a boring performance, and then you still capping on talking about Haney's dad, calling him goofy. That this goofy man made a good decision or something. You looking goofy. I don't care where you at or who you are. I ain't scared of you. I ain't scared of nobody. So it don't matter with me. You know what I mean? Because a lot of you guys train certain areas. You train fist and all that. I train a different way. I don't train the same way that you train. So get that correct. Just because you're in one discipline don't mean that I'm gonna take and go to your discipline. It's gonna be your discipline versus my discipline. And I'm not gonna say or mention what my discipline is. So as simple as that. I ain't scared of nobody. Look, do I look scared? No. So I'm just saying, all you guys that run your mouth, you should be taking care of your business where you at. You got all the praises, everybody praising how you the best boxer and all that, but who gives a shit if you're not putting no butts in no seats? It's all about the fans and money, because you in prize fighting. So you get mad if you want to, but getting mad is not going to do nothing for you. You know what I mean? It's not going to do nothing. You getting mad. And going back to, like I said, I got a lot of their little points and stuff. Like what Eddie Hearns was saying about Shakur, and like he was saying about Teofimo Lopez. Is you guys want all this money, but you guys on your own, you guys just ain't drawing in people. You got fans just talking. Go back and listen to the Zab Judah interview if you haven't listened to what he was saying. He said he's happy for Haney. He's shaking his head. He's like, yep. He said he's making all the best moves. He said you guys ain't moving like Haney. but you run in your mouth. Everybody, he's boring and this and that. Don't hit hard and all this, whatever. You don't put Reeves down with a straight right like that if you ain't got no kind of power or nothing like that. He just doesn't fight. He's not a power fighter. He don't fight you like that. But definitely he'll run you into something. Definitely you can't, just like Regis was trying to say. But Regis pro grade Swamp Monster, I got to say this, man. If for Haney not hitting hard, you should tell your face that Haney don't hit hard. You got to tell your face that, man, because your mouth is saying he don't hit that. He don't have that kind of power, but your face is showing that something happened. And plus, I've never seen you get beat up like that. Even with the Taylor fight, a lot of people thought you might have won. You got beat up. You got beat up. Your face is showing one thing and your mouth is saying something else. You know what I mean? And so for everybody who's trying to cap and say there's nobody, Haney could beat some fighters at 147. Stop it. For you to say that. He's a big boy. To be honest, he's going to be big, man. Haney he probably has the structure to go up to, before he starts getting fat, he could probably hit 154 or 160 before he even gets fat. He's 25 years old. I heard that he actually just beat Floyd Mayweather's CompuBox. I mean, it's just a lot of things, a lot of little details and stuff like that. He made Regis become the least throwingest or least landingest fighter in the history of CompuBox. And we just had the Shakur Stevenson one. That was a record low of punches. And so now we even got a lower. God dang. It's like he's doing big things. Get mad at him if you want to. Like I said, I don't ride these fighters like that. I just look at what kind of stuff they're doing. Like I said, Davis should probably be up to like 50 fights by now. And it's like, you're just not getting the fights. Because now you talking about the money. It's okay. If you don't want records and all that, that's good. But if you don't want records and you don't want to follow the protocol of people that want records and want to do stuff in a special way, then don't think you're going to get special treatment. That's all I'm saying. Okay, I ranted on enough for a second. But let me see. Bruce Gas, Boxing, Jazz, and more. He says, salute, brother, Eagles Web. Okay, Lala D said, I'm listening to something. Yep. I appreciate you listening. And I see, Lala D, who you think that might have been that came in? Is that Ryan? Hey, Lala D, you better check out. I think Ryan might have snuck up in here. I'm not trying to start no trouble, but I think Ryan might have slipped up in here. Hey, Bruce, where's my thumbs up? You and Lala D. Y'all ain't even trying to give me thumbs up, talking about that the thumbs up is that you're too busy or something like that. And Sir Flame, ain't nobody, I don't see no thumbs up. No thumbs up. Not even my brother Sir. Sir come in hating. That's my brother, man. Sir came in here hating, man. Sir Flame says, salute to Eagles Web, salute to the chat. It says, as always, he said, jab that like button on your neck. Don't get naked, Eagles Web Boxing. Got that fire going real good, brother, with that 100, right? Don't forget about those. I want to fight somebody right now, Sir Flame. Ha! That chop, baby. Haney got me hyped up, man. I'm about to go out there on the street and get my ass knocked out. Sir Flame says, salute to the queen, Aunt Lala D. Lala D says something. She said, scratch the soup. I forgot about my noodles and a company gift card. Okay. So you ain't got to cook. Yeah, go on and get your, what is it? Your spicy Korean beef. I think that's what you was saying the other day. Lala D says, Sir Flame. Yeah, she got the fire up good. Got the ring of hearts up there. Sir Flame said, I hit it already. I don't know. It's not showing me no likes at all. I'm like, dang, ain't none of my people liking me. A lot of these say I would hit the thumbs up, but you know how it is when you're overwhelmed at work. Yeah, I've been overwhelmed. I got 2 days off in a row, though. Believe that, y'all. The Eagle got 2 days off in a row. Yeah, I'm only showing like 2 thumbs up. I don't know why. And I know Bruce always give me my thumb up. And a lot of these she plays around. She usually give me my thumbs up too, though. So, but I don't know. It's just not showing me. It might be showing you guys. I don't know. It shows people popping in and out. Yep. Sir Flame says salute to Bruce, Gas, Boxing, Jazz, and more. Yep. Okay, let's get back to it. I don't know if you've seen this, Bruce. I don't know if you've seen it. Nobody's answering this question, though. Did Carissa Shields get knocked the F out in sparring? Okay, let's keep going. Okay, Tank. Tank is probably not going to get Haney because, like I said, he needs to be at that 140. Shakur effed up his opportunity. He's probably not going to get a shot at Haney. By the time he gets Haney, Haney will be up to 147. And I would say if Haney is still successful, if he continues to be successful at 140, I would say by next year by the end of next year he'll probably be making that leap to 147. Why not? He's gonna be hard if he can hold that weight stable, and he really he can take that sustained action. But something has to happen. Somebody has to, you got to put a hurt on him somehow. Yeah, you got to put some kind of, and that's not really the key. Is just like trying to hurt him. Okay, cause let's cover some of this dumb shit that we all listen to, and sometimes we say it ourselves. They put that in our head when they say saved by the bell. No, it's not always. You're not always saved. How come you got to be saved by the bell? How come you can't be saved by your own heart? How come you can't be saved by your own masculinity, your own bravery, your own testosterone, whatever, your machismo? How come you can't be saved by your corner? How come you can't be saved by the ice? The ice woke you back up. How come you can't be saved by the smelling salts or whatever? How come you can't? Why it has to be the bell? He didn't have enough time to knock him out. Well, you should have sped up then. If you don't have enough time to if you almost knocked somebody out, you had 1 second to knock somebody out, then you should have sped up the action and got the knockout. Okay? And much congratulations to you, young man, far as Haney's concerned, because from when I was watching the fight, it just looked like he was just beating the dog shit out of Rougarou. He was just beating him up. That's all it looked like. It just looked like somebody's getting beat up. And nobody's beat up Rug like that. And it's like, and at least I think Teofimo, he will box. He will try to box a little bit, but he gets too wild and he gets desperate and shit. So him and Haney fighting. I think Haney beats him easy. Now, a lot of you aggressive guys get beat easy. I think he'll have a little bit of time with Shakur, but I don't know. The way he's looking, I don't think Shakur ain't going to fight him at 140, so. Shakur barely, just barely hit the 135, so he ain't jumping up to 140 to fight Haney. He's going to he'll get embarrassed if he fights him right now at 140. Any of these guys are going to end up getting embarrassed. If you guys can't get to Haney, first of all, if you can't get to him, you can forget it. Just forget it. And I don't care. I'm not going to disagree with you, but I'm not going to agree with you if you're saying that, Haney jumped up to 140 to duck or whatever, and he, so they don't use the term cherry pick when they talk about Regis pro grade, but they're going to say he was made to order and all this shit. Okay, well, why didn't you fight Regis if he was so made to order? Shakur should have fought him. Or one of you other guys should have fought him if he's so made to order and all this. Y'all should have fought him. How come you guys ain't thinking the same way Haney's thinking? It bothers me when people feel like fights should go a certain way or this should happen, but you ain't doing shit to make it happen. Stop it. All that shit to me is cap. That's all cap. So you got to stop it. Like I said, Well, I said last week or a couple of weeks ago, I said y'all got to wash Haney's name out y'all's mouths because he's doing what he need to do. And like I said, Shakur, I'm gonna keep jumping on you for you saying that stuff, just saying that you calling Bill Haney goofy. You know, you called him goofy, and your fight was goofy. Now, your fight, the fight you was in, that was goofy. Okay, when you calling people goofy, you sitting here calling people goofy and stuff, and you looking goofy. Stop it. Stop it. You're a cornball for that. You're a cornball, and I like you. I like all you guys. When I sound like I'm ranting and raving or going off, I'm not really. But I'm just making it plain and simple that the things that you're doing, and we're finding out why your moves ain't working, is because nobody cares about your social media fan base. They care about how many butts you can put in the seat. Haney came over. It got what over? I think it was over 17,000 people to watch him in a basketball arena, and in a place that's not known. I'm not saying it's not known for fighters, because San Francisco at one point had some of the most fighters, way back in the day, but just to fill up that to have that many people watching you fight in a place that's not, it's not a boxing mecca, nothing like that. It's not even a boxing arena, to fill that up, like sell it out like nothing. Come on, you guys ain't putting up those numbers. So what I'm doing is I'm putting you on blast, if you want to call it, because you're mouthpiecing, but your work is not showing. Yeah. And Reed's talking about that Haney don't hit hard. Then, like I said, Reed's, if you say he don't hit hard, or he don't hit, he ain't got no concussive power. He damn sure got bust your face up power. I know that. Why is your nose and face and stuff all busted up? You remember my last smart ass statement that I made? I said, I know one thing. I said, somebody's nose, out of those noses, I said somebody's nose is gonna be fatter after the fight. And that was true to my words. Because Reed, you all beat up, man. You look like your face looked like a map. Yeah. He's putting those paws on you, brother. I ain't really clowning you, but don't say somebody can't hit. Don't say somebody can't crack if you going down like that. You know what I mean? If you go down like that, don't say somebody can't crack. Yeah. And like I said, he got a big endorsement from Zab. Zab know a little bit about boxing. If you guys like Zab Judah or not. But Zab Judah said he beat everybody at 140. He said don't nobody beat Haney at 140. They just don't. So y'all don't beat Haney at 140. So he got a new division. So it's between Tank and Shakur. Y'all can take care of the 135. Y'all got 2 stars there. We're going to have 1 star at 140 right now. Because ain't nobody going to watch Lopez because he complained too much. He killed it. He murdered his own self. He murdered his own self by asking and begging for pay and not putting in the work to get the pay. So, sorry about that. So, Haney's in control of his destination. A lot of them are gonna be like putting their head up, like, oh, I want to fight. We want Haney next. We want Haney next, but everybody ain't getting Haney next. And if you can't put up no kind of numbers, you can't sell. You're not getting Haney. It's simple as that. You're just not gonna get him. Sorry, you're not gonna get Haney. Y'all might want him, but you're not getting Haney. You're not. Like I said a couple of weeks ago, keep his name out y'all's mouth if you're not doing the same type of things that he's doing. Y'all just sitting around getting fat or just sitting down and expecting somebody that's going to bring you a paycheck. So how's he looking? Oh, he's just sitting around. Okay, let's get him paid. Ain't nobody getting you paid like that. As simple as that. As simple as that. Let me see if anybody said anything about Clarissa Shields getting knocked the F out during sparring. Let me go back over here to the comments just to see. Yep. Yeah. Okay. Bruce Gas is at Lotta D. Bruce Gas also salute at Sir Flame. Lotta D said, Bruce, she got that anchor up. Yep. Sir Flame said, hold up, Eagles Web. You said you know Lotta D and Bruce. And Bruce Gas, he said the light. And don't say me. That's my slogan. Okay, well, I read it out. You got a special shout out already, brother. Now you want two of them. Sir Flame, you getting greedy, sir. I know your name is Sir Flame, but damn, brother. Sir Flame want two shouts out. Oh, you gonna mention Lotta D and you mention Bruce, you know they hit the like button, but you ain't say nothing about me, brother. I read your whole statement out. I said salute to Eagles Web, salute to the chat. I said, and as always, I said, jab that like button on your neck. I said that in Eagles Web Boxing. And I said that Sir Flame said that y'all hit it. But anyway, I know my brother Sir Flame gonna hit my like button. It's just that YouTube is showing that I don't have no likes. YouTube is hating. Okay, so a lot of detail I read about Clarissa Shield this morning. I hope she's okay, and I hope she felt just okay. Damn, here we go with this thing blocking my screen again. Okay, just enough power without getting hurt to know that she's not a man. Oh hell yeah. Well, sometimes that has to happen. I don't ever want to see a woman take a knockout, but women have taken knockouts in MMA and boxing. They have taken some of the worst concussions ever. Women have taken some of the worst concussions ever, but that's what happens when you're in the man's world. And I'm not trying to be one way or another, but when you're in a world of men that do men like shit, and you say that you want equal rights and all this, and you get your ass in there, and they give you the equal rights, and they read you your rights, that's on you. It's fair play because that's what you wanted. I don't think men and women are really equal. In some cases they can be, but as a general statement, women and men are just not equal like that. Sometimes a woman can be the man. I'm not saying a woman can't be the man, you know. And that was actually part of my like regular, Eagles Web chat talk, just grown folks chat. Since I have you in, so. So since I have you in here, Lotta D, answer this question for me and tell me if I'm wrong, because I could be wrong about this. I don't think I'm wrong about it. Just putting hands on anybody, like this natural, like a woman. If a woman, like say you just, if a man meets a woman and he just says something, he messes with her, like I've seen a clip, and this is true. I know this happens. There was a guy, he was offering drinks to females, but he was telling them, oh, he's offering, can I buy you a drink? And then he said, no, I'm just messing with you right now. I don't get paid until next week. And a woman actually, a strange woman that was going to accept the drink actually slapped him for not buying the drink. And girl, this is my thing. This is because I'm asking a lot of D about this. Okay, so when you can write something, I know you're listening, but when you can write something, write down your answer to this. Is it okay for a woman just to hit a man and not expect any kind of retaliation and nothing like that? For no reason, especially a strange woman hits you? I've seen it happen more than once. I've seen like guys make the wrong remark at a woman because he's just an idiot, and they slap him or something. I was like, should a woman be able to just put her hands on you because you do something that she don't like? I guess that's the question to Lotta D. A lot of guys say, yeah, well, you can't hit a woman. I know a lot of guys will say you can't hit a woman. A woman can kill you. You say, well, you guys got killed there at your funeral because you didn't hit her back. Come on. All women ain't the same no more. I seen a guy make a woman so mad at an interview that they was doing an interview, and she was a fighter, and he made her so mad that she ran over to him and she put a couple of kicks on him and slammed him. Like, bam, just because what he said. That whole emotional thing, I think that's the difference. I think that's what gives men the edge on women. Women are patient with certain stuff, but certain stuff they're not as patient with. You know what I mean? They get too emotional. Once you get emotional, you lose your focus, man. I don't know. I'm not ever trying to go against women like that, but it's like in my lifetime, so far. I've noticed that a lot of times girls just they do too much sometimes emotionally. They get caught up in stuff real emotional. Yeah. Because they want everybody. Sometimes even if you do something in their family, they want everybody in your family dead. They just want everybody out. And that was kind of a mafia type of style of thing. If you did anything to somebody's family, like a mafia family, they'll take your whole family out. They don't care. That's how women think. They think like an actual mafia themselves sometimes. I don't know. I could be wrong, but y'all let me know. Yep. Sir Flame said I saw the Shields video. I don't know about the padding, but it was a clean left hook. He said it was a clean shot. It was a clean shot. I hate that type of talk. So now people don't want to see Haney fight more challengers, fighters, challenging fighters at 140 because you guys already decided that nobody beats him. Make him prove it. He's proven everything that he needs to prove, Lala D. At one point, we got to say that one of the fighters, out of all the fighters, okay, let's stop right there. She has a good point, though. So out of all the fighters, so who has proven the most to doubters? Put it that way. Who has proven the most to doubters? Gervonta Davis hasn't. I mean, even though he's knocking everybody out, he hasn't proven the most to doubters. Huh? Who's proven the most to doubters? I think Haney has proven the most to all the doubters of Haney. I think he has proven the most. And you might not like what Zab Judah said. He said nobody beats him. But I said take his name out of people's mouth because you have to beat him in order to make a claim that he's beatable. He has to be beat first in order for somebody to make that claim. He has to be beat. As simple as that. I'm not saying he's going to destroy everybody at 140 like that. That came out of Zab Judah's mouth, but I'm agree with him. I like Zab Judah. I'm like, okay, well, I'm just saying that somebody has to do something, Haney. And I've said this for weeks. I've been saying this already. I said that somebody has to beat Haney. You got to do something to Haney. You got to beat him in order to, to calm him down. And you do. He does have to be beat in order to be calmed down. I'm not crowning him like the best ever at 140. I'm just saying that it's going to take something special to beat him. It's going to take a special effort. Are these guys willing to have a special effort to beat him? I don't think Lopez beats him. I just don't. I don't think Lopez beats him. I don't think really Shakur really beats him. Because he's a champ. And you got to go beat the champ. Shakur's style doesn't allow him to take a championship from Haney, I don't think. I could be wrong, but you guys can, let me know if I'm wrong. It's not that you become too one-sided when you like a fighter. You did the same thing with Spence, and you lose your sense of reasoning. No, I'm not. I don't like Spence. How many times I got to tell people about myself and fighters? I give a shit. If you get your ass knocked out or beat up, then that's what you get. I talked about Swamp Monster before when he got beat up. I like him, though. But I said I don't like none of them. I don't like them like you guys are claiming that I like them. I get one-sided. I'm not one-sided. I mentioned some stories. I mentioned that Tank is probably going to have to go up to 140 to fight him. Shakur is probably going to have to go up to 140 to fight him. I think they missed their opportunities at 135 is what I said. I said to Zab Judah. Let me read it. Oh, you guys want to hear it? I don't want to get in trouble. Okay, let me see. If I can play the sound clip, let me see if I can find. So we don't usually do this. We'll probably get taken down. I'll let Zab say it because I don't have to say it for him. Zab said it. So if you want to fight with somebody, fight with Zab. Don't fight with me. I'm not being one side or another. I always said the Regis could beat Haney. Shakur could beat Haney. But they got to beat him, though. That's not one-sided. If I say that you got to beat him, how is that one-sided? If I mentioned that you got to beat him, like Floyd Mayweather, he needed to be beat, but nobody beat him. Okay, so that Zab Judah said nobody's doing it like Haney. That's one. Let me see. I'm trying to find this clip. I'm trying to find the clip so I can play it because everybody gets mad at Eagle. Oh, like Eagle, you too one-sided. You lose your sight. You lose your focus. No, I'm not losing none of my focus. I'm just saying everything that they said. Shakur Stevenson said that Bill Haney was, that he was goofy. I guess Goofy knew something. I didn't say it. Now, how am I being biased if I'm the one that didn't? I didn't say it. Okay, let's just listen. So I tried to get myself not in trouble. So let's just see.
Most people have no clue that in 2023, the best way to make money on...
Okay, let's see. If you guys can hear this, I don't know.
What do you think, Zeb? Listen, excellent performance, 12-round blowout with a knockdown. That's how you come to 140 pounds and make a statement. He didn't come here to win the title tonight. He came here to take the title and put his name in stone to show everybody he's the true 140-pound champion. People say David can't punch, maybe at 35, but at 40, and he fought a very tough reach program. Reach program was tough and game the whole 12 rounds. You know what I'm saying? 11 and 12 reaches came on big. You know what I'm saying? But Devin was right there to show the guys that he is here to be the champion.
How does he match up now with the other 140-pound champions? You got Teo out there. You got Brian's not a champion, but he's the biggest.
Listen, man,
one of the biggest.
I ain't seen nobody at 140 do this.
Really, yeah?
I ain't seen nobody do this yet. Nobody came to a weight class from a smaller weight class to come up and dominate like this. With a knockdown. Show your power. Yeah. Show your aggression. Show your boxing skills. Nobody has done this. Nobody.
How do you like him in those fights, though? How do you match up with him?
Is that me saying that?
Fights that he says that he want to take, and he know he can do it. Whatever he says, we're going to go with it. Yeah. 100%.
But you having a fighter eye, how does he match up with, say, like a Teo, or like with a Ryan, or even like a Roll?
That's 32, yeah. 33. 34. That's it. I mean, it's the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Everybody gonna get the same.
So I didn't say that. Okay, let me finish it.
The same kind of treatment.
So that's not me. That's Zab saying that everybody's gonna get the same treatment. So when you guys jump on me, don't jump on me for just putting the information out there. I'm just the guy that's putting the information out there. I see. Hell yeah. Okay, Sir Flame say shouts out. You put the peace sign up. I got to get back to work, but listening. Lala D, angry face. I know you don't have an angry face up there, but I'm going to say that you got angry face up there. So you heard Zab Judah. Hopefully we don't get in trouble for putting that up there. Anyway, let me see. The disclaimer, let me put up who. That was on from Fight Hub. I put that up. So Fight Hub, thank you for putting up that information. So I just put it up on my channel for real quick. That's it. That's all I'm saying. Is I wasn't the one that brought that whole thing up. The Zab Judah brought it up. All I'm saying is that Zab Judah said he's going to be 32, 33, 34, whatever. He said that nobody's doing it like Haney, and they not going to beat Haney. He's saying it. And so I'm saying that I'm agreeing with him. I'm saying they got to show me. When I say they're not going to beat him, I'm just saying that let's see. Let's see it. If anybody remembers, if they remember me from the start, my whole thing has always been, let's see it. That's my whole thing, Lala D. When I first started this channel, that's all I talk about. That's one of my main things. I don't say it as much as I used to, but that's one of my main things that I always say is let's see it. I don't want to hear about nothing. I want to see it. If you're not fighting Haney if you're not fighting Haney at 140, you're not beating him or whatever, then what am I gonna say? Am I gonna make up excuses for you? No. But let's see it. If you're gonna beat him, then let's beat him. That's all I can say about it. If you're gonna beat Haney, then beat him. Don't talk about he can't punch, he not a draw, come on. He just had a nice sellout. Come on. So let's base your action. If you fought within the last 2 months, any fighter who's fought within the last 2 months, let's look at your action, what you did, how many people you put butts in the seat and stuff like that. Let's look at your punching output and all that. Look at your opponent's punching output. Let's put all that together and compare that. Do we have to do all that? Because I know you guys like the stats. You guys like that kind of stat stuff. I like stuff that I can just see. And what I seen is your boy Swamp Monster got his ass whooped. That's what I seen. And just like it might be Carissa Shields got her ass whooped or something, I'm not sure. She got her ass knocked down. Out there messing with men. Is it one-sided if I say she took a mean left hook and went down? Nope. That's just what it is. Who out here? What y'all doing? Okay, I thought y'all was tearing something up. Y'all about to pick something up. That's cool. Get that shit up out of here. So that's all I'm saying. I'm saying Zab said it. So if I can't say it, if only Zab can say it, if I can't say it. I'm just saying, somebody got to beat somebody. Like I said, keep his name out your mouth until y'all beat him. And then once his name is in your mouth and you beat him, then I can jump on him. But I'm not gonna jump on him like the way you think I'm gonna jump. I'm gonna jump on you. I'm gonna say, okay, I guess you was telling the truth, and I got to give you your credit. But at the same time, I'm gonna say, well, he was willing to do it. Then I'm gonna say, Haney somebody finally, smashed Haney down. Somebody finally smashed him. No. But until that happens, then I'm a ride with him. I'm not a fan of nobody. I'm not a fan of Earl Spence. None of them. There's certain stuff about these guys I like, and I have grown to not like certain stuff about Earl Spence. But hey, he's been through. It's just see what you got to know about me is I've been through a lot of stuff in my life, and people that go through stuff, I'm probably attracted to people that go through a lot of shit, but then I'm attracted to people that maybe not went through the same type of stuff I went through, but they went through stuff differently. Some people can go through straight verbal abuse or something like that. I'll probably be drawn to them. People can go through physical abuse. I'll probably be drawn to them. People can just go through like bad luck and hard times, and I'll be drawn to them. And I'll mention them. It's not like I'm a fan of theirs. I like them and something, but I'm just drawn to them. Somebody who's straight, clean, living and all that and never had anything happen, I don't know. I might not be drawn to you as much because we don't have that much in common. I mean, I've been through a lot of shit. I've been like homeless, all kinds of shit I've been through, And I know people who's been there. But I like that type of person that picks themselves up like, I got to go. A wise girl said, which is crazy for her to be as young as she is. And she said, you got to take care of yourself like you're the only one that cares about you. You know what I mean? And I was like, wow, for her to be so young, she already realizes that lesson in life that I got to take care of me better than, because nobody might not ever take care of me. So I got to take care of myself better than anybody. And it makes sense to take care of yourself better than anybody. And I like that. So that was for her, and she's the type that, oh, look at me, that type of person, but I seen another side to her. Because first I was gonna not like her as much. But now when I heard her, say that, I'm like, okay, I like you a lot now. At least from what you're saying. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, and another thing, don't be surprised if some fighters that you think weren't fighting anymore get back into boxing. So I'm just letting you know is that boxing is at that state where ex-fighters or fighters that weren't interested in fighting again will come back in just to get a little bit of money. I'm just saying. So look out for that also. Then you can beat up on me like later on. Oh yeah, I said that. She said, Zab said it, but you confirmed that nobody at 140 beats Haney. There's Gary Antoine. There's Matias. Yeah. There's Teal, and there's Richard Hitchens. All of them better than Rougarou. Okay. Dev has more to do, and I never said he didn't. If you heard me rambling on, I said I did agree with Zab. You're right. I did agree with him. But see, when you're taking my agreement too far, you're taking it like it's like I cemented it. I'm just saying, I've been saying this for a long, even before Zab even said that. I said that somebody got to do something with Haney to show that Haney's not the one. But I said, take Haney's name out your mouth. I've been saying that. I've said that for weeks, months. I said, take Haney's name out of your mouth. Until y'all can handle him and do something with him, then take his name out your mouth. And I know Matias is a monster for anybody to fight because he's very dangerous and punch hard, but you have to be able to do something to Haney. It's not all about this punching hard. Rougarou was supposed to have punch harder than Haney. And if all these guys are so much better than Haney, heck, they need to fight Haney. I like Haney, I always defend him, but I see why people get annoyed with his fans. They're getting as bad as Tank fans. When Tank fans say he beats all 135 without making him Shakur, I hate that too. And I'm not saying that, even when it comes to Tank, I don't say that Tank beats everybody. I always tell them, Lala D, you guys stop misconstruing what I say. Don't take, if I say somebody doesn't get beat, even if I say they don't get beat, I'm not saying they don't get beat. I'm saying prove them wrong. It's not really necessarily my words, it's their record. I'm talking about their record. You got to go beat them. I can't go beat Tank or nobody, you know what I mean? They got to go beat Tank. They got to go beat Haney. They got to beat Shakur. But we're not going to get all these. The point that you're missing, a lot of D, is you're not going to get these fights that you want if these guys ain't selling. If you was listening to what I said earlier, you got some fighters that are fighting, and they're fighting to be a prize fighter. You got some fighters that's fighting, and they're fighting for legacy. All this stuff doesn't all mesh together like it should. It's not going to mesh together. If you understand what I mean. Some people fight, like Shakur's clearly fighting for money, but he's not getting paid. But he's not fighting for money like Tank is. Tank is really fighting for money. You know what I mean? He wants the biggest crowd, the biggest paydays. Shakur wants the biggest paydays, but he's not getting it. Some fighter, Haney wants paydays and he wants accolades. It's a difference. And you guys got to understand that. And then we got to go with other things like the weight and everything else. Like they'll say that, oh yeah, the fans and everybody wanted, this is a $50 million fight, this is a $60 million fight. But will we get that $50 million fight? Will we get that $60 million fight if it doesn't add up? If everything doesn't come together, if all the terms don't come together, we're not going to get these fights. We're not going to be able to see that somebody would have beat him. You know what's going to happen is you're going to say 10 years from now, you're going to be telling, oh, yeah, they should have fought this and that, blah, 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 blah. He would have beat him. And now, just like we do with the Riddick Bowles and everybody else, the Vander Holyfield, whoever didn't fight each other, that's what we do. That's what has to happen. The Calzaghes and all that, it's too late. I mean, people are always going to say that, oh, he should have fought these fighters when they was in their prime and all this and blah, 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 blah. He should have made a catch weight and he should, but see, here the thing is, that's how fickle people are. The people that everybody hates catch weights, but then they want catch weights. Stop it. Catch weights have been around. People want them, but they don't want them. Oh, I despise catch weights, but then you want catch weights when it comes to certain fighters. Shut up. That's all I can say. I don't like Haney. I don't like none of them. I don't like nobody. Now put it that way. But a lot of times, I'm still going to talk. And a lot of times I'm talking, and I know you guys like to mess with me. A lot of times I'm talking, it's just rhetoric. I don't care. I don't care. If you take me serious and you're like, oh, you're saying this and that, and you're crying about it, then that's on you. I don't really think you guys, I think you guys have been around me long enough to know that a lot of times I'll tell you when it's just, but sometimes I'll come clean and I'll tell you when it's just rhetoric or whatever. Even with Spence, I'll tell you sometimes when it's just rhetoric or whatever. But y'all think y'all just fall for it. Every time if I say something, if I'm with a fighter, I'm ride and die with them. I don't care if they get beat up. I'm gonna turn. I'm gonna turn. I'm gonna turn on them. The only person I won't turn on probably is Tank. And yes, he says too much. Then I might turn on him. But I won't turn. I probably won't turn on Tank. See, Haney, I can turn on Haney. But Haney's done some other positive stuff that people didn't notice over this area. That he's done some other positive stuff I'm not even going to talk about. So he'll be hard for me to turn on. But this is boxing, so we're talking boxing though. Like personally, yeah, I won't turn on people personally. Now, the reason I didn't didn't like Shakur as much because he got in that street beef. So that's why I started. I said you're not professional if you get into a street beef like that. I didn't like that. So that's what I didn't like about him. It had nothing to do with his boxing. I just didn't like that outside extracurricular activity. A lot of people don't like Wilder because I guess I still didn't see the video. They say he was twerking and all this, and there's a lot of reasons people don't like fighters. But as far as fighters, I like Shakur Stevenson. I like his fighting ability. But me liking his fighting ability is not going to land people's butts in seats. It's not going to get him paid, and it's not going to get him any fights. If I start just rolling with him and acting like he's the one that I like the most, I cannot save his career. I can't make him get a fight with Haney or Tank or anybody else. My voice is not going to do nothing. But if somebody's doing something positive for boxing, I got to mention it because there's too many black eyes in boxing. So if Zab say something that I like, I'm agree with it. Rather, if you get mad at me, you get mad. Oh, you jumping ship, you strap ride, you this and that. No. Shit. I care about me more than I care about anything. I care about me. I care about y'all. So if y'all don't want to mess with me because y'all get mad, then just get mad at Eagle, if that's what you want to do. I still want to come see you, and I still want to have maybe some of that little Korean barbecue. I do seafood sometimes, or some seafood or something. And some Lala D desserts. I can say that, okay? Now, I can say at least that much. But far as these fighters and stuff, don't take everything I say, don't take it to like complete heart, like, oh yeah, I don't like that, when somebody says never, nobody, all these guys, because think about it, if you think that I'm that narrow, then you have really totally underestimated me, because you still have a bunch of zeros in the fight game. Those zeros are going to disappear. Those zeros are not going to stay there forever. Benavidez, his zero is not going to stay there forever. They call him Mexican monster and all that. But once he meets the right person, then that zero can disappear. We've seen upsets. You get in there one time and not be focused, or you just think, you're too proud about what you're doing. You're respecting your work that you're doing so much that you don't, that you totally disrespect the person that you're fighting. You end up getting cracked yourself and get knocked out. It's happened in the past. It's gonna happen in the future. You know what I mean? It happened in the past. It's gonna happen in the future. But Haney is at 25. Haney's looking good. And I'm not even going into all the box rec stuff, but I'm just like looking at him at 25 and looking at the rest of them at 25. Who's done the most at 25? Even your top guy, the one that feels like he's the best ever at 25, hasn't accomplished what Haney has. And this ain't no strap riding. I'm just putting out the information. Don't get mad at me. Like I said, comment on, like, Zab Judah saying something, like, it's okay if he says something I can't agree with him. I'm going to agree with him. I could be wrong with him, too. But when I'm wrong with him, then I'll say, well, we was wrong. But I'm not, are you really going to be wrong? Because if you listen to the undertone of what I'm saying is that you got to do something to Haney. You know what I mean? Beat him up. I would like to see Haney get beat up because you got to beat him up. That's all I can say. I want him beat up, but somebody has to beat him up. That's all I can say. I want all these fighters beat up. That's what you guys got to understand that too. I want to see all of them get beat up. All of them. Because that puts them in the place to being like, a human, like us. Like, oh, you ain't never lost a fight? All fighters cannot be like Andre Ward. Everybody can't be Andre Ward, which people don't even mention Andre enough. Andre is the one, if anything, how many fights did Andre lose, period? Huh? Andre Ward. Just think about it. Nobody fights like that. Nobody just everybody's bragging about Lomachenko, then Lomachenko just started getting beat up, just started losing. He got like 3 or 4 losses. And when he came in, he went straight to championship status, right? I'm just saying that I'm going to agree with Zab until somebody beats Haney up. Once they beat him up, I'm going to say, hey, Haney, you got your ass whooped. You got beat up. Because you got to realize I'm commentating. I'm new media. So I don't, one way or another, it don't matter to me. I get to talk bad about you if I like you or not. If people think I like you or not. If people think I like you, it don't matter. If people think I don't like you, it don't matter. Because if I feel like saying certain stuff, I'm going to say it. If you get beat up, if Haney gets beat up and he's running his mouth, then then I'm talking about it. Yep. That's all I'm saying. Once you get beat up, I'm on you. So let's look at it that way. Once you get beat up, I'm gonna be on you. If I'm riding with you, because you gotta realize that that's not my personal feeling about you. I might not say what I feel about somebody personally. I might go rock with you after you got beat up. But in boxing, I have to say certain stuff. You got to realize a lot of stuff I'm doing, I got a dry-ass sense of humor sometimes. And sometimes I bring out the real humor. And that's the way I am. I'm like that at work. They said, people think I'm crazy. When they say, you crazy as hell. They said, you say all kinds of stuff. They said, but the customers love you because you just speak your mind and you just say stuff. People love me because I'm me. I don't try to clean up stuff. I keep stuff on my level. I keep it the way I like it. Like, this is me. You take me. My company don't like me sometimes. But they respect me and love me. But they don't like me sometimes. I said, man, you did. They say, you go overboard. You do too much. I'm like, I know. I said, I just can't help it sometimes because I'm. If there's a setup, if there's a punchline, then I got to take it. That's just me. I take all these punchlines. That's what I do. So. But anyway, shout out to Haney for getting a great win. For all y'all that I see, Gil Coles in here. I know he picked Rougarou by 6th or 7th round knockout. Yasser Hussein is not here. I think he had Rougarou. Derek Bailey, I'm not 100% sure. He said he didn't make his mind up at the time, but I'm quite sure he probably picked Rougarou too. If he did or didn't, it's all good. If he picked Haney, if he didn't. Look at my yawn. But let's go take care of some other stuff. Let me go finish working on this preparation for my soup. Yeah, boy. I got this soup going right now, so damn, do I really want to go to the store? I probably need this basil. But do I want to go get it? That's the whole key. Do I want to go get the basil? It's like I might not want to go get it. I'm so lazy. So I don't feel like it. Well, it's not really being lazy. I mean, one ingredient. Because I can always put it in late. So you figure I'm going to get one ingredient and I got to go, well, I can go close. Okay, I'll try. So I had to go half a mile. No, one way I got to go probably not even half a mile, like 1/3 of a mile one way. If I go the other way, it's a mile and a half there, a mile and a half back in traffic, if I go a third of a mile from here, it's like probably a 5-minute trip there, 5-minute trip back. But the other trip could be like a long, long trip. So I think I'm gonna take the short trip. So I'll do that. I'll take the short trip. I'll go see if I can find it. I'll do that. Yeah. The son Ted said you are beating this topic to death. I'll be back. Well, good. I'm about to go anyway. I like to beat stuff to death. Sometimes you got to beat stuff to death because people don't get your point, Lala D. They don't get you. They think, oh, you're just this way, you're just that. Well, get mad at me, slap me. Like the girl slapped the guy because he didn't buy her a drink. Just slap on me. I don't care. I can take punishment. Did you listen to me on my last stream? I told you that I can take suffering. Some people can't take no kind of suffering. Some people take suffering. I guess that's what I can take. Whatever presented for me. Like if that's what I have to get, then that's what I got to get. I'm not gonna ask. I'm gonna ask for better. But that topic's been done. I was talking about myself. Don't get mad. Then I started talking about soup, and you come back. You'll be back. Don't come back. But I just want to understand that, a lot of times when you hear me, a lot of it, you don't know my person. Sometimes it's just rhetoric. Sometimes I talk to somebody and it sounds so serious, and they'll go through the whole day and thinking I was serious. And then I just tell them, I was just messing with you earlier. Because I don't change. Like sometimes I'm in a playful mood, and sometimes it's just like in a sarcastic type of mood or whatever. But anyway, you guys have fun. I'm going to go finish my meal. So my shout out to all the real people that I see, and my shout out to all y'all that mess with me. Sir Flame, salute again, brother. Sir Flame. You better mention me on my thumbs up, Eagle. I'm gonna catch y'all, Lala. Just email me, Lala D, if you want to make sure that you guys have the salt that I'm telling you about, the mushroom salt. Okay, if you want to know. I'll take a picture, because I probably got to take a picture of it and send it to you. Because they got that fancy graffiti writing on the package. So, I don't like when they do that sometimes. Sometimes it doesn't do me any good because I can't read it. Anyway, I'm going to catch y'all. And y'all know what it is always. My shout out to all the real people that I see. And my shout out to all y'all that mess with me. Nothing but blessings, y'all. Lala D.